So, my New Zealand residence has been approved and now I feel like I need a holiday. Where shall I go? How about Australia? Welcome everybody, I'm David Fisher, the founder and director of Immigration Chambers, headquarters located here in Auckland, New Zealand, with branches now also in Australia. And some of you may not know yet, but we do have 2 registered migration agents for Australian visas, as well as our New Zealand licensed immigration advisors and our law firm, Fisher Foley. We do general practice law as well. Today we're just going to have a quick talk, short video, just to talk about what it's like to get to Australia, how do we get there, what type of visa do we need, and can we apply for a visa to get to Australia once you've applied for New Zealand residence? Okay, so first of all, if you are from a visa waiver country, let's say UK, Canada, USA, and many others, then you do not need to apply for a substantive visa or a visitor visa to go to Australia. You can go for a holiday anytime. You will need to apply for an electronic travel authority, and that's all. It takes a few minutes to apply online. However, if you come from a country that's not on that list of countries that can travel to Australia without a visa, you do need to apply. And the rules are very similar to here in New Zealand, and that is that as a visitor, you need to demonstrate that you are a genuine tourist. You're traveling for the purpose of visiting friends or family, take a cruise, something like this. And there's a key distinction there, that you are a visitor. If you're instead trying to go there to search out job opportunities, different story. We would suggest to seek advice about that, because if the department finds out that you're actually trying to go in there to find employment, your visa could actually be declined. And a big caution for this is that depending on which country you come from, Australia can treat you differently. Much like New Zealand, Australia also ranks passports. There are categories for the different nationalities, and some are, let's say, more onerous than others in terms of the documentation that's required when applying for a visitor visa. So as an example, we have a lot of clients who come from India, the Indian subcontinent, Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka. Now India, we are noticing with our Australian applications, Indians are being treated a lot better than they have been in the past. There's now a kind of a working holiday scheme with Australia, and visitor visa applications are being approved with less documentation than previously has been required. So this is good news, and we would suggest that if you're thinking of a holiday now, you've had your residence approved for New Zealand, it might be worthwhile thinking about Australia. The other thing to note for Australia is that there's now no pre-departure COVID test required to enter Australia. No pre-departure test. There's no online health declaration required currently. And also they've removed the vaccination requirement for international travelers. So it's essentially back to normal. So anyway, that's this video, just a short one to talk about Australia. If you're thinking about a trip to Australia and you need some help, get in touch with us, Immigration Chambers, New Zealand and Australia. Otherwise, happy trails. Have a good trip.